Well, it won't be long now. And just as soon as they finish my paperwork, I'm free to go. Well, not free exactly. I can't begin to think how much my stay here has cost me. Being impaled with that metal rod and living to tell about it can't come cheap. You know, and even with my dad's insurance, I'm gonna be paying mine and Maria's hospital bills till the day I die. You know, Simone, you look more depressed than I am.
It's not like I have anything to be happy about. My whole life has totally fallen apart.
Oh, and mine hasn't? Miguel left town to go be with Charity. He left me here to raise our daughter all by myself. I'm a statistic, Simone. I'm a single mother with a minimum wage job to go back to when I'm able. And, you know, as for things getting better, I'm not holding my breath. Because I can't have any more children, I'm never gonna find a guy who's gonna want to marry me. I'm gonna grow old alone and poor and then die. The end. You know, if Maria didn't need me, I would dig a hole right now and bury myself just to save time.
I hear you, Kay. I found out my mother is nothing like I thought she was. My whole family is totally falling apart. And on top of that, my slut sister's engaged to a guy she stole from me. Yeah, Chad denies it to protect Whitney, but he was in love with me until she used sex to lure him away.
Well, having sex with a guy is no guarantee you'll snag him. Look at Miguel and me.
Well, she was a pro, like our mom was, because Chad can't get enough of her. Do you know, they were doing it last night within hours of finding out our mother has lied to us our whole lives.
You know, I can't do anything about your mom, but I can help you get Chad.
God, Kay, don't you ever quit? It's over. You've lost Miguel, I've lost Chad. He's marrying Whitney, and there's nothing we can do to stop them.
Of course there is. We just have to figure out what it is.
Not again, Kay. Haven't you learned anything? You and your crazy schemes have caused enough trouble to last a lifetime.
Jessica, don't you ever knock?
I know it hurts to lose a love, Simone. But you can't make someone be with you if they don't want to be. Look at Kay and Miguel. Leave Simone alone, Kay. Don't tempt her to mess with Chad and Whitney.
Fox, how long have you been here?
Long enough.
You heard?
Everything Grandfather told you?
My God, how am I ever going to tell Eve?
To hell with Eve. Whitney's about to marry her half-brother.
And I'll be right back with your lemonade.
Look, I know I'm not your favorite person right now, but we really need to talk.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't want to talk to you, okay?
Whitney, you have no idea how important this is.
God, you keep saying that.
Because it's true.
Oh, please. What, you're going to tell me something that's going to change my life or something?
Oh, it will, and in ways that you can't imagine.
That is such a Crane thing of you to say. Oh, my God, I mean, you think just because you have feelings for me, I'm supposed to get all weak in the knees? Huh? And breathless, like I won the lottery or something?
This isn't about my feelings for you or us. This is about you and Chad.
So, Teresa, are you comfortable?
Oh, I'm fine, Glenn. Thanks.
Great. So just let me know if you need anything else.
I will. Where's little Ethan?
The nanny said that he just ate, so he was going to take a little nap before he joined us.
Oh, okay.
I just want you to relax and enjoy yourself. I know I am. Thanks to you, we have 2 wonderful babies on the way.
I can still hardly believe it myself.
Oh. You know what? This calls for a little champagne.
Ooh.
And of course, sparkling cider for you. I'll go talk to the maid about it.
Go on.
I'll be right back.
Well, listen, I wanted to thank you. Really, thank you for making her so happy. I mean, you're doing a wonderful thing agreeing to give us our babies back after they're born. And you've no idea how much she was worrying about you using the pregnancy as leverage to get little Ethan back or something like that. And now you know that we're going to return him to you, so she doesn't have to worry and she doesn't have to fret about there being a fight. I always knew that you would do the right thing. And I thank you for that. Thank you for helping us start a family.
They're inside me, which makes it... And I'm not going to give them up after carrying them for 9 long months.
What is it? I can tell something's bothering you. What's the matter?
I was driving the car. Oh, God, I'm the monster that ruined TC's life?
Eve, did I just hear you say that you were driving Julian's car the night of my accident? That you were behind the wheel that wrecked my car? That ruined my life and caused my father to die of a broken heart?
Oh, TC. Oh, God, it's true, and I'm so sorry. Yes, it was me. I was driving the car. I was behind the wheel when Julian's car broadsided yours.
Jessica, if you stop by here to annoy me, then your work here is done. So be gone and be quick about it.
Actually, I stopped by to tell you that no one's heard from Miguel or Charity. Where they are, or even if they're together, is anyone's guess.
Great. More good news.
I thought you'd want to know, Kay. Excuse me for trying to be helpful.
Okay, all right. Thanks for the update.
Whatever it is, Simone, don't let Kay talk you into scheming against Chad and Whitney. It'll only blow up in your face. Like Kay's plan to get Miguel to marry her once he got her pregnant. Now, if you'll excuse me, some nurses are waiting for me to deliver their Mark cosmetics.
All you ever do is talk about Mark.
I love making money and having fun doing it. Here, you could use this.
Butt fixing cream? Maybe I should get a job selling Mark Cosmetics to my friends.
You don't have any friends except me.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Well, it's true.
You want part of this paper?
No, thanks. My problems are depressing enough. I don't need to read about anybody else's.
You know, Miguel and I used to read the sports section together. Those were the days.
I used to read Chad his horoscope. Talk about bogus. No astrologer ever predicted that Chad would be marrying my sister. And there's no way I'm going to that wedding. I don't think I could take it. And I doubt that Whitney will even invite our mother. Daddy will probably go, though. Poor Daddy. Having to watch Whitney getting married when his own marriage was a lie.
No. Whitney isn't getting married. At least not to Chad.
What are you talking about?
This article on Julian Crane looking for the son he had with your mother.
Besides airing my family's dirty laundry and humiliating me in the process, how is my mom and Mr. Crane looking for their son supposed to stop Chad from marrying Whitney?
You'll see. I have a plan.
Okay, Fox, listen to me. I'm not going to discuss Chad with you. And I don't appreciate you trying to undermine my relationship with him either.
That is not what I'm trying to do.
Okay, then what are you trying to do, Fox?
Like I said, I'm just trying to tell you something about you.
Fox, hey, man, I'm glad you're here with Whitney. I was hoping you can help us out with some wedding plans. Here you go, man.
Thank you. Actually, I don't know if I want to get into all that right now. I think I'm just going to go hang out with Teresa, okay?
Are you okay? Maybe you're not still feeling sick, are you?
No, I'm fine. I just want to sip lemonade with my friend.
Okay.
See you later.
Yeah. You know, I thought Whitney would want to start planning for the wedding now, you know? And you heard her say she wants to get married as soon as possible and then have a family. Wonder what the problem is.
Chad, if you only knew the truth.
Please don't be positive. Oh my God. Pregnant.
What is it, Teresa? What is bothering you?
I'm just tired.
Carrying twins must be exhausting, I guess.
So, champagne and sparkling cider on the way.
Wow,
Right.
champagne?
Yeah, to celebrate these two wonderful babies that Teresa's carrying for us. And also to celebrate your engagement to Chad.
Oh, well, thanks anyway. I really don't want any champagne. I'm good with lemonade.
Okay. And you know, I mean, I know that this pool party's nice and everything, but I think that Chad and Whitney's engagement deserves a party of its own.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. This get-together is fine, really.
No. Come on. Gwen's right. We can do better. We will do better.
We insist on throwing you guys a proper engagement party.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Party. For real.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Come on, Chad. You've been like a brother to me since you came to Harmony.
Fox has also been like a brother to Chad.
Yeah.
Half-brother, to be exact.
No, it'll be great. We will throw Chad and Whitney a big engagement party.
Yeah, that'd be great. I gotta tell Whitney that Chad is her half-brother before things go any further.
Eve, you were driving Julian's car?
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I told you, TC. It was Eve behind the wheel that night, not Julian. They have been trying to keep the truth from you. But I told you I saw the proof on Alistair Crane's CDs while Luis was decoding them. And now we've caught Eve in her biggest lie of all. Letting Julian take the fall for the worst thing that ever happened in your life.
That's not true. I lied to Eve. I told her I was driving the car that night to protect her.
That's true, TC. I didn't lie to you earlier. I honestly didn't remember being in Julian's car until now. I mean, much less that I was in an accident. Though I thought at some point that I had dreamt it. And I went to Julian, like he said, and he assured me that it was just my imagination and that he had been driving the car. And it wasn't until just now that it all came back to me. I saw myself behind the wheel and I realized the truth. That I'm to blame for the accident. It's all my fault. Oh, yes. Yes, it is her fault. She just said she saw it in a dream. She knew all along that she had hit that car. No, TC, believe me. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know.
How is this possible? I don't understand any of this. How could you be driving a car? How could you hit someone and then leave and not know if they're dead or alive? And then forget that it ever happened? How the hell could you leave me to die?
You and your plans, okay? You're like some evil Lucy Ricardo. Any scheme of yours involving my mom and Mr. Crane looking for their son has got to be lame.
You haven't even heard it yet.
And I don't want to. My mom has brought so much shame to my family that I just want to put a paper bag over my head so people don't recognize me.
Yeah, that won't attract attention.
Well, it can't hurt. And that talk radio guy, WJER, he's already calling my mom Dr. Slut and my dad Coach Clueless.
All right, that is enough wine for you, young lady. Why don't you just stop for just a second and let me explain to you why my plan is so brilliant?
Okay, fine. What is this great idea of yours?
All right, well, Julian Crane and your mom are looking for their son, right?
Right?
Well, it says right here the year he was born.
So?
So isn't that the same year Chad was born?
Yeah, but... Okay, I see where you're going with this, and it won't work. There were millions of other kids born in the same year Chad was.
True, but millions of other kids did not come to Harmony looking for their parents. Chad did.
But my mom and Mr. Crane can't be Chad's parents.
Why not?
Because that would mean that Whitney's engaged to marry her half-brother.
Exactly. Gosh, exactly. If Whitney thinks that Chad is her half-brother, she would dump him faster than you could shout incest.
Answer me, Eve. How come you can't remember the accident that changed my life forever? It's not like I never mentioned it. I railed about him being responsible all this time. Now I'm supposed to believe that you can't even remember the night of the accident, much less that you were the driver?
I didn't remember, I swear. Eve was probably driving drunk, or so high on drugs she blacked out at the wheel. I didn't black out. I wasn't paying attention to the road.
Then what were you doing?
I want some more champagne.
Sorry about it. I'm so gone.
I was asking Julian for more champagne.
More champagne? You were driving drunk?
It was my fault. I should never have let her drive after she'd been drinking.
No. No, Julian. Eve was an adult then. She knew that drinking and driving wasn't right, but she did it anyway. Do you know that your little drunk driving binge cost me more than a wrecked car? It wrecked my dreams, Eve. It ruined my life. It cost me everything that my father wanted for me. When my father realized that I wasn't going to play tennis again, my father was a broken man. I blame you, Eve. I blame you for all of this.
Oh, TC.
I thought it would be hard enough trying to put our marriage back together after finding out that you slept with Julian and had his child. But this is 1,000 times worse, Eve. Every time I look at your face, Eve, I'm gonna see my father's ghost. All of his dreams were shattered because of you. I spent years hating Julian, hating him for what I thought he did to me. I thought that he was the enemy. But he wasn't the enemy, Eve. I was sleeping with the enemy. I was sleeping with someone who pretended to be my wife, who pretended to be a loving, a caring mother for my family. But you were nothing but the enemy all along.
Whitney thinks that Chad's her half-brother. Oh, the ick factor would be so high that she would never go near him again. Problem solved.
And you wonder why your schemes never landed you, Miguel.
Hey, my plans and schemes were perfect. It's Charity who messed things up.
Fine, you keep believing that. But as for your plan to break up Chad and Whitney, there's so much wrong with it.
Like what?
Like, my mom ran a DNA test on Chad a long time ago, and he didn't match up with anyone in town, including my mom and Mr. Crane.
Well, test results aren't 100% accurate, Simone. And computers can have glitches in them. Mistakes happen all the time. I mean, look how crazy things got on Days of Our Lives with all that paternity stuff.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that we sneak into the computer records room here at the hospital, and we change Chad's DNA test results to show that he is your mom's son with Mr. Crane.
Wait a minute, Kay. You're forgetting something. If we make Chad Whitney's half-brother, that would make him my half-brother, too, which means the icky incest factor will still be there.
Except Chad really isn't your half-brother.
But he won't know that.
Okay, so when he and Whitney are broken up and she's with some other guy, then we'll just change the results back. And then he won't be your half-brother anymore, and you guys can be together. I'm telling you, it's the perfect plan.
No, it's insane.
Would you have a better idea?
No.
Well, then come on, Ethel. We're going to change Chad's DNA results to make everyone think that he's Whitney's half-brother.
So, Teresa, I have some sparkling cider for you.
Thank you.
What, are you sure you don't want any champagne?
Oh, no, I think I'll stick with lemonade. I don't want to get sleepy or anything, right?
I hear you. I'm only going to have a few sips myself. Boys, champagne is here.
Okay.
Well, I can't drink alcohol because I'm pregnant, but you love champagne.
Oh, that doesn't mean I have to drink it every time it's offered. I'm just not in the mood.
Okay.
So, I would like to propose a toast to the children that Ethan and I are about to have, courtesy of Teresa And to Whitney and Chad having an unbelievable wedding.
Hear, hear, people.
We wish you a long and happy marriage blessed with many children.
Children? Chad and Whitney wouldn't just be their kids' mother and father. They'd be their aunt and uncle, too.
Well, I'll drink to that. You know, I can't wait to start having babies with Whitney. I mean, when the time is right, we're not going to rush into having kids or anything. We got way too much to do first. Like, get Whitney's singing career up and running. Yeah, there's plenty of time for family later.
Yeah, and, you know, you can always practice until then, right, Chad?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we've been doing. Of course, up until now, anyway. Yeah, Fox had a great idea. He suggested that Whitney and I stop having sex until we were married. That way, our wedding night will be, you know, like our first time. Really special.
Fox suggested that?
Yeah, I did.
Well, isn't that what you want, baby? To make our wedding night more special?
Well, of course, yes.
Now, I know it's going to be hard, but I'm willing to make the sacrifice. Fox said it would be good for you, so we are not going to make love again until our wedding night.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, when I thought you told me about all of your horrible secrets, I find out that there's more.
I didn't know, TC. You have to believe me. I didn't remember any of it until just now. Julian convinced me that it was just my imagination. He wanted to protect me so that you wouldn't hate me. And I believed him until now when it all came rushing back to me. And that is the truth, I swear it.
She's lying, TC.
Stay out of this, Liz.
If you didn't remember that you were responsible for the accident, then why did you think the Crane Foundation financed your education?
What?
Oh, yes. TC, it was all on Alistair's CDs. Eve's entire education was paid for by the Cranes to keep her quiet about the wreck. See, Alistair was able to hide the proof that Julian's car was involved. And of course, Julian wasn't saying anything. So that left you, Eve, the only other person who knew the truth about what happened that night. And if you'd ever come forward to say that Julian's car was the one that hit TC's, that would have been enough for TC to sue the Cranes for millions. And Alistair wasn't about to risk losing a court case to a black man. So he paid you to keep quiet, and you did. You never said a word, Eve, not in all those years, not even to your husband, who just happened to be the man you hit.
You're sick. You know that? I mean, I cannot believe you actually told Chad that he and I shouldn't make love anymore. I mean, you'll say or do anything to get what you want, won't you?
Whitney, you don't understand.
No, I do understand. But what I don't understand is your complete gall. I mean, what, do you honestly think that just because me and Chad aren't having sex, I'm just going to come to you for it? Is that what you think?
No, of course not.
Okay, then what other reason could there possibly be?
Can we please go someplace private and talk?
Oh, you know what? No, we're not going to go anyplace private. You're worse than I thought. Look, you want to be with me, okay? But I don't want to be with you. And I need you to understand that. I don't want to be with you, okay?
That isn't what this is about. I said what I said about Chad for a reason.
No, I don't want to hear it. I know what you're all about, Fox, okay? But Chad, he honestly thinks you're his friend. You know, he has no idea that you're trying to steal me away from him.
Look, I love you. I would love to be with you, but
I rest my case. You're a snake, Fox. And you're nothing but a snake.
Eve took that hush money from Alistair and kept quiet about the accident.
No, I did not.
Think about it, TC. Julian was involved in a hit-and-run accident. And even if he wasn't the one driving, Alistair was not about to risk the bad press, much less having Julian be brought up on charges. So he got to Eve, paid for her to become a doctor in exchange for her silence.
What?
Ironic, isn't it, TC? Eve got a successful career, whole new future out of destroying yours.
Is Liz right?
No, of course not. I never took any hush money from Alistair Crane. I mean, why would I? I didn't even remember being involved in the accident.
Then why would he pay for your education? Why would he give you all that money if it wasn't to keep you quiet?
I never thought the money was from Alistair Crane. I thought it was from Julian. I thought he was helping me because Alistair made him leave me when I was pregnant with our son. The money was from you, wasn't it, Julian? Oh, TC, now you have to believe me. I would never knowingly take hush money from Alistair Crane. I didn't even remember the accident, much less that I was driving Julian's car. And for anyone to say differently, they're telling a damnable lie.
What if we get caught? We're not going to be in here long enough to get caught. Okay. Do you know what you're doing? Yes. I know exactly what I'm doing. Remember I took that computer class our senior year in high school?
Yeah, because Miguel was taking it.
True. Besides being close to him, I'm actually glad I took it. I learned something useful. Oh, bingo. Chad's test results. Parents unknown. All I have to do is make one tiny little change. Chad will be Julian Crane and your mom's long-lost son. Just hurry up. Shh, don't rush me. Kay, you hit the wrong button. It's because you're rushing me. Shh. I have to go back and fix things.
I'll be right there. I just need to pull up a patient's file in the record room.
It's so much for us not being in here long enough to get caught, Lucy.
Any luck finding out about your parents?
No, man, just one dead end after another. You know, I'm starting to believe I'm never going to get the skinny on who my real folks are.
You know, I think I know what I'm going to get Chad for a wedding gift.
What's that, water polo lessons?
No, I'm going to use Crane detectives. I'm going to find out who his parents are. I'm going to have him surprise him at his wedding.
No, Ethan, I wouldn't do that.
Fox, cut it out. You gotta back off of this. I know you have feelings for her, but you got to accept the fact that she is going to marry Chad.
Don't press your talks just yet. A lot can happen before the wedding night.
Bro, if you think that your lame idea about getting Chad not to have sex with Whitney until their wedding night can make her run and come to you for it, you can forget about it. Whitney is not that kind of girl, all right? And as far as me not finding out who Chad's parents are, what the hell does that have to do with Whitney?
Trust me, Ethan, what I'm doing is for Whitney's own good.
I don't mean to upset you, bro, but sounds like it's more for your own good, not Whitney's.
If you knew the truth, Ethan, you'd know exactly why I was doing this for Whitney.
TC, you have to believe me. I would never take blood money from Alistair Crane. He's a monster. He knows where my son with Julian is, and he won't tell us.
You didn't tell me that you had a son with Julian. Aunt Irma did. Everything you told me has been a lie. Eve, I don't know what to believe anymore.
That's because Liz has you so confused, honey. She's just desperate to keep us from reconciling.
Liz told me the truth. You were driving the car the night of the accident.
I admitted it.
After denying it. Listen, Eve, I don't even know who you are anymore. You're not the woman that I married. You're not the mother of my children. I don't know what the hell is going on. I mean, everything has just been one lie on top of the other. Oh, will you just shut up, okay? Please, just shut up. You have taken everything away from me. I don't have anything else for you, Eve. Nothing. I am through with you, and I am through with your lies, and I want you to get the hell out of here. You get out now and take him with you.
Jeez.
Go. Just leave, Eve. Just go.
do, Kay. If that nurse catches us in here, we're dead.
I know. When she comes in here, we'll just sneak out behind her.
Oh, that's right, because we're invisible.
What, do you have a better idea?
No, but what about the computer? You never finished changing Chad's DNA test results.
Wait, you know what? We don't have time to fool with this right now.
Jenny.
Alan, I thought your shift ended.
I'm working a double. Hey, let's meet in the cafeteria on our next break.
Cafeteria or supply closet?
I love the way you think.
That was way too close. What exactly did you change when you hit that wrong button?
I'm not sure. That's why I wanted to go back and have a second look. Oh, there is no telling what those records show now.
God, Kay, what have we done?
I guess we'll find out soon enough.
I won, Pop. I won. Congratulations, son. I knew you'd make your old man proud. You're going to be a star, TC. Fame, fortune, love, and happiness. You're going to have it all, son. I would have had it all if it weren't for Eve. Now I lost it all because of Eve.
I'm so sorry. So very sorry. TC blames me for ruining his life. And he's right. I am to blame.
Please don't be so hard on yourself. You didn't mean to hurt TC.
No, but I did. And he hates me for it. So if there was ever a chance to fix things, that's over now. Knowing I was behind the wheel the night of the accident is something TC's never going to be able to get over. So, my marriage is over. Finished.
For you?
Gwen, you don't have to wait on me this way.
No, I want to. Teresa, you are giving Ethan and me the greatest gift there is. I mean, 2 wonderful babies of our very own, and just want to show my appreciation.
I know what this means to you, Gwen. And I appreciate you letting me be with little Ethan again.
I am so glad that this time around we are all getting what we want. You know, Ethan and I are going to have children, and you're going to have little Ethan back.
Sorry, Gwen, but I'm not giving you these babies. I'm keeping them, along with my son. You'll be lucky to end up keeping Ethan.
You know, I'm okay with not making love with you until after we're married. As long as I can hug you and kiss you and show you how much I love you.
You're very sweet, honey, but you know what? You don't have to do that. We can make love.
Okay, I'll do whatever you want.
Well, I want to be with you, okay? Today, tomorrow, and always.
Hey, I'm, sorry for going off earlier on you. I mean, we're just finally getting along. I want to keep it that way, okay?
Yeah, you too.
I know it's hard watching Whitney and Chad together. I mean, what man wants to see the woman that he loves marry a friend that he loves like a brother?
I do think of Chad as a brother.
Yeah. Well, be careful. You don't want this to blow up in your face, Fox.
It's not my face this whole thing's gonna blow up in. If Whitney hates her mom now, she'll flip out when she finds out that the man she plans to marry is her mom and my dad's son.
At least Whitney's happy and in love with Chad.
It's Chad, our son. Whitney and Fox's half-brother.
It is possible for a woman to become pregnant with two different boys.